Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Raven, and welcome to kind of a quick and random update video. Uh, Today, I'm going to be kind of just sitting down with you guys, and this one might be a little bit more personal about me and my life, and also a little bit of a future and shared vision for the channel and things like that. I just think maybe from now on, every once in a while, it might be kind of a good idea every maybe 2 or 3 months to just kind of have a random update video to keep you guys updated, and not only about the channel but about me and what's going on, and just so that we're all on the same page. So usually with or at least the last update video that I kind of made, I liked to have a piece of paper that gives me a general idea of what I'm talking about. Not a script, so to say, but just general talking points. But I think this time around, I'm just going to go off the top of my head, as things tend to be a little bit more genuine that way. And this one is a little bit more, I guess, personal to me, kind of near the end and things like that. Basically, I just, not to put it out there and I guess upset anybody who may question where my uploads are, but I just want to make it kind of apparent as to what's going on in my life, and I wanted to fill you guys in on what I'm doing nowadays and some of the new passions and hobbies I've picked up. So without further ado, usually at the beginning, I do know I like to fill in my MLP audience as fast as possible, because I know you guys are probably not going to be interested in the entire thing, and that's totally okay. And I understand, because there are content creators that I watch specifically for certain things, and I totally relate and understand to you guys. So to get it out of the way, MLP, right now I'm going to go ahead and throw up on screen kind of my watch list. I'm gonna put in as big as a screenshot as I can. I don't know how far down it'll get. Maybe it'll get to season 8 and 9. I don't know. But again, I already posted kind of a quick watch list and things like that, my canon watch list, on my community tab within YouTube. So if you guys haven't, you can check that out. But I'm going to be putting it on screen here, so you can pause, do whatever you want with that. Also, in the background, I'm hoping to have some Overwatch gameplay somewhere on my hard drive, because I'm not recording this with my camera. I don't expect it to be good, as if it's just sitting in my hard drive, it's kind of a throwaway recording anyways. So let's hope that it's there, because if not, I don't really know what I'm gonna do, because I really don't want to play Overwatch just to get some background stuff. But anyways, back to the main point. So yeah, I put that on screen, and that is my canon show watch list and the order that I'm watching in. And I also wanted to reiterate that, you know, I have a watch list. I still see a lot of comments of people saying, after this, watch this. And trust me, we've got it taken care of, guys. Don't worry about it. I've basically had a watch list since I started this show. So yeah, trust me, don't worry about that. And keep in mind that this isn't exactly the order of uploads that will happen on the channel, because as you guys know, I still am playing a VR game. And not even that, but I enjoy bringing video games to the channel every once in a while. I still have that group watch project way in the background of Kaguya-sama to work on. And I still have ReZero to watch, and a lot of you guys really want me to get to fan content. So even though that's a quote-unquote watch list, just know that it will be a little different in upload schedule, but I am primarily focusing on MLP. As a matter of fact, I'm uploading this hopefully on the 15th today, and I plan to get some reaction to whatever's next, hopefully up today as well. So it'll be this update video and whatever reactions next. So if you guys saw on the screen, you probably know what's next. I don't. I have to go double check. I think it's like a couple shorts, or not a couple, but like 20 something shorts that are like an hour long or something. So I need to get to that today. One thing that I've been thinking about, because I mentioned group watch, and because maybe I feel a little overwhelmed almost with all the content that I'm trying to do I'm not going to lie, because I'm going to talk about what's been going on outside of my life as well. And not even including outside of my life, but from a YouTube perspective, I've overloaded myself, and it's completely my fault. I do admit it. None of you guys asked for this. It was kind of my fault for overloading myself, and sometimes it puts a little bit of pressure on me where I just don't know what to do or what to upload, because I have a lot of passion projects that, I would like to upload mostly for myself. I know a lot of people wouldn't care particularly if I can talk, but still just passion projects that I like to work on, and even little quick video like this. So I think maybe not next week, it might be the week after, but sometime maybe within the next week or two, I've had an idea of kind of taking the week to catch myself up. It might not even take a whole week really, but what I mean by that is I want to absolutely knock out the rest of Kaguya-sama and upload it all. I was thinking about just editing all of them into one video, whatever's left. I think I only did like up to episode 5 or 6, so do like the last 6 episodes all in one video and actually make it a little bit more edited. Because if you guys are an avid watcher, or not even necessarily avid, but if you guys are a watcher of my group watch series, if you notice, the first episode had a little bit more tender love and care put into it, but after I edited that first episode, I realized just how much time those take. And I mean, I love editing, but I don't have like time. Even doing this quick random update is kind of an excuse for editing and just putting together a full video project, because I love it. It's just so much fun. I've definitely a passion that I never really expected to have. It's just been a lot of fun, even if I am very bad at it and I still don't know a lot of stuff. It's super fun. So that's what's kind of going on with the channel. I think that kind of wraps it up. Yeah, so sometime next week or the week after, I think I'm just going to catch myself up. I think I'm going to do upload some Kaguya-sama, try to finish all that into one video, and also do a couple fan content reactions, and then we'll be right back on schedule, because I just want to try and catch myself up. Who knows, maybe I'll turn Portal 2 multiplayer, which yes, I have not forgotten. Maybe I'll turn that into a video instead of a live stream. I don't know, you guys have to tell me how you feel about that. I still have a list of people who want to play. Some of them even range to just like my average everyday friends that I know from work and stuff like that. So who knows? Who knows what'll happen? I still do want to play Portal 2 on the channel, the multiplayer at least. So kind of getting into the second part, I think that's pretty much everything around the channel. If you guys are interested, let's talk about me real quick and what's going on behind the computer in my average everyday life. Well, the big one to knock out of the way, work. W-Omega-Lol-R-K. Doesn't end, all right? I still work a lot, but if I only worked and had none of these other things going off on the side, it wouldn't be an excuse. I could definitely upload every day easily. But yeah, just probably like 60% of what's going on work. Not gonna lie, I enjoy work, but sometimes it's just a lot. I'm doing a lot of work. I like money. I like to make money. I like to save money. I like to spend money. Money's just cool. So in order to get money, I have to work. So yeah, I'm doing a good amount of working, but you guys know that. I've preached that pretty much ever since I started the channel. So the second thing that's been going on, and again, this is where stuff starts to get more personal, I guess, but second thing that's been going on is recently a gym by me has opened up their hours to fit into mine. So what I mean is I usually don't get off until late at night, and most gyms are closed then. But now there's a gym that's open at a perfect time for me. Because of Corona, everything closed up. But now there's a gym that's open at a perfect time for me to go after my work shifts. I really don't like going before because it knocks me on my ass. and it gets me pretty tired. But yeah, I've been going now pretty consistently every day for like the past week. So that's also something that on top of work, even on my days off and my days where I work, is taking 2 to 3 hours out of my day. On top of whatever hour shift I work, or even if I don't, that's taking at least 2 to 3 hours off of my day. And if it's a really hard and good workout, I might not even feel in the mood to record if I'm off afterwards. I know it's kind of selfish, but just taking care of myself physically is something that was really important to me before quarantine started, and then everywhere closed, and I feel like I've put on just a little bit of weight and I want to lose it. And yeah, I just enjoy going to the gym, and I'm just happy that there's now a gym open by me. And so that's also taking 2 to 3 hours out of my day. It's kind of not a newfound love or passion, but also just kind of a new hobby that's I've been going on. Don't know if you guys noticed, but feel like maybe uploads have been just a little slower, not like weeks slower, but just a little bit slower than usual. This last this last portion of the video is going to be something that I'm going to have to explain a lot of few minor details before getting into it. So something that I haven't even mentioned once to anybody, even in my Discord, I haven't mentioned it, that I've been learning for the past month now. I've been doing something a little out of the ordinary and super random. So before I say it and start describing and explaining it really, I just want to kind of explain why and how this makes sense to me in my life, I guess. So this will probably be the little bit more personal part. So a couple years ago, I met kind of like a IRL. I don't know if you guys know what it means, but like an IRL polyglot. And if you don't know what that means, it's like someone who knows multiple languages, like more than 3. I don't know what the exact definition is, but multiple languages. I met somebody like that, and they're just very smart and eye-opening. And I thought, holy shit, that's awesome. I'd love to do it, but I know I couldn't learn all those languages. And one language I really wanted to learn in particular was Spanish, because it's very kind of like a necessity where I live. Pretty popular language in Florida, especially near the southern area. A lot of people that I know speak Spanish. And if I work, I don't know, who knows what my life holds for me, but if I get some job like retail customer service in Florida, it would be pretty useful to know Spanish. And it's also just a good thing to add to my kind of resume. So yeah, Spanish has been a language that I've been interested in learning, but I haven't been learning Spanish this past month. I've been learning something that I have basically been blind to my whole life, and ironically, basically didn't even know what it was. So my whole life, I have never had a deaf, mute, or hard of hearing really family member. Basically, I've never grew up in an environment like that. I never knew anyone like that. I never met anyone really. No one at school, because at school they kind of separate the ASL kids from us. So never in my life have I really met a deaf or mute person. And especially like deaf, it's just kind of crazy to think about. You know, I was 19 years old before I met my first mute person, actually, and deaf, because I met them not long after. So as you guys know, I don't know how long it's been now, maybe like 2 months. 2 months ago, I got a VR headset, and I've been spending a lot of time in VR chat. A lot of my friends like to play with me. It's just a nice, fun place to hang out and get up to some mischief stuff. Well, while in a public world in VR chat with some of my friends, I met the first mute person that I've ever met in my life. And they were doing sign language in VR chat. Now, if any of you know ASL or sign language, or PSE, whatever it is you may know. Basically, the VR ASL that they use, it's more PSE. It's not more, it is PSE, but the PSE they use is actually, they claim 70% accurate to actual like real life signs. So you can actually learn like a good amount of sign language in VR. And I say they, and maybe you're wondering who I'm referring to, but there is an entire secret hidden world and deaf community within VR chat, deaf and mute community really within VR chat. And yeah, it was just a really eye-opening experience and kind of humbling, I guess, in a way. And the person that I met who was mute showed me a few basic signs, and basically had me really interested. And I was just so astounded and starstruck, really, I guess is probably the word, that I've never known this, and I kind of just fell in love with it. I was just so interested, and the fact that you could do it in VR was just mind-boggling to me too. So they taught me a few basic signs, but then they took me to a world that's exclusively for learning VR sign language. And when I was there, most people are hearing and speaking, because there's a lot of people learning, a lot of students. And when I got there, I was welcomed with open arms, I guess, so to say, more so than I've ever felt in my life. Like, kind of the most wholesome and kind community that I've ever really experienced before in my life. And once I got there and I met all these great people, regardless if they were mute, deaf, or if they talked to me, I made a lot of friends within VR chat. And once I made a lot of those friends, like some days I was leaving the sign world with like 10 to 20 friend requests and stuff like that a day, 10 to 20 new friends a day. That's a lot of people. Obviously, it slowed down the more I started to meet people, but you guys get the gist of it. That's a lot of people. And on top of me being really interested in learning it, I kind of decided that I wanted to learn some basic stuff so that I could have some conversations with my new friends. And because I feel like I'd be letting them down, even though they would never think that, but it almost made me feel like I'd be letting them down if I didn't learn at least the basics. But so yeah, for about the past month now, I've been learning very slowly, but some ASL or PSE within VR chat. Now again, it's not 100% accurate to real life. There are very there's limitations because of VR and the controllers, but a lot of the signs are very accurate to real life. Again, the community claims it's up to 70%. This community is very wholesome, and they've welcomed me. And on top of them welcoming me, they give out free classes. Today I decided I want to do this update video, so I've recorded in class just so that you guys have something to look at when I'm talking about this part. But yeah, they have classroom environments. They send out the notifications on Discord. For ASL, there's BSL, all that stuff, all the different types of sign language. They send out the announcement, and you join the world, and you come in, and a certified teacher will teach you. And I mean certified because only deaf and mute people really are allowed to teach sign, or the one ASL teacher who's just hard of hearing is a complete sign expert and veteran, and she's allowed to teach as well. So yeah, for about the past month now, I've been trying to regularly attend these classes, do some gym workouts every day, work, and upload all these videos going on in my life. So I gave you guys a general time frame, but really VR chat and learning and meeting new people has been taking about 3 to 5 hours out of my day. I've been sleeping a little less recently. It seems kind of worth it though. And that doesn't even count in some of the days I play Among Us for hours straight. So really the whole point of this video was just to give you guys an understanding of what I've been doing and my kind of goals and aspirations. And doing this ASL has inspired me, hopefully within the next few months, to start IRL ASL. And eventually I would like to start learning Spanish. I feel like this has kind of opened up the door for me, and language has just been something I've always been interested in. I don't think I've ever shared that on the channel. When you talk to someone in their language, they really understand and appreciate it when you take that effort and learn their language, and it's really welcoming and things like that. I've just always loved the connections you can have by learning different languages, I guess. So it's always just been kind of a dream to learn languages, and I've always put it off, saying I couldn't do it. But from now on, I really want to start doing this. I want to make it kind of a lifelong hobby and passion. I hope within 10 years I know ASL, Spanish, and at least one other language, probably Japanese because I'm a weeb. But not necessarily be a complete polyglot, but I just want to really start dabbling in languages. And that's something that's probably permanently going to be taking a lot of time away from me. And I just really kind of wanted to put that update out there so that you guys understood. I didn't want to just say, oh, don't worry about it, updates are slow. I wanted to really kind of open up with you guys and tell you guys what's going on. And it feels good because I haven't really told anybody about my whole random, I guess, ASL, just falling in love with it in the community. There's just so many people I've missed out on in life because I haven't known sign and things like this. It's just a lot more common than a lot of people may think. I've met some amazing people who have given me amazing memories already, and I just really want to learn for them, and I really want to continue learning. So that's something that's taking some time out. I'm not sure exactly if it'll be from a class, or maybe it'll be like my day one learning in the background of this part of the session, because I know I at least have that recorded. I don't have a lot recorded of it, just a few things here and there, but yeah, a lot of amazing people. And yeah, I think that's going to kind of wrap up this update video. So basically the main things that you want to look out for is obviously I have a watch list, but just know on top of me doing some other stuff, it's not the exact order of the upload schedule on the channel. It's just the watch list of MLP that you guys need to just kind of take a look at and know what's coming in that order for MLP at least. And really, I was just trying to explain to you guys if I'm lacking on uploads, just to please forgive me. I really do want to do this for you guys, but right now I just have some different dreams and goals going on in my life simultaneously right now. And I'm sure you guys will understand, but I just wanted you guys to know the specifics so that it really got put into perspective. I promise if I had the time, I would be just shitting out these videos like nothing. And technically these are all my choices and it's selfish, but I've just got to kind of live for myself and set that personal boundary in space. It's just something that I'm really in love with and interested in doing, whatever it may be, then I need to take the time to do it. So anyways, if you guys stuck around for this entire update, God bless. Thank you guys so much. I really appreciate it. And whether or not maybe you just skipped around again, I still appreciate it if you listen to a little bit of it. I'm going to call it there because this has been a very long update. Thank you guys so much for coming out. Love you guys. Stay safe. Look forward to some type of reaction late tonight. I don't know what, but later tonight. And I'll catch you in the next one later.